Magic 89.9.
It's Music Magic 89.9. Kinikilig ako dun sa kanta, Doc. Did you hear it? Oo,
Hindi lang doon sa
official na
kanta.
sila.
Lately, talagang kinikilig ka.
Uy, grabe naman. Hi, first and foremost, 6:08 on the show. Hello, everyone. Magic family, welcome to Healthline. It is a Wednesday night. The weather is very erratic.
It is.
For some reason, I don't like it when it rains. It depresses me for whatever. I just don't like the rain. But I saw a little sunshine, and I'm like,
I mean, around probably a little afternoon. But
diba?
it just peeped, and now it's like
and it's
drizzling.
raining again.
It's raining again.
But anyway, go ahead.
Well, go ahead. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Healthline. It's Wednesday once again. And Doc Rylan here with Tina Ryan.
I'm so happy that he's not like rushing for the first time in weeks. Because,
I know, right?
You know, traffic's bad. I know you come all the way from De Los Santos, which is on the other side of the metro. But he was seated here with Jada after finishing a pit stop.
Yes.
Very relaxed. I like that. Very demure. Demure. So not me.
I don't think that's even in my vocabulary.
But OMG, you guys, tonight's going to be exciting because on Healthline, Hour 2, we have a very amazing guest. He's a neuroscience coach, a TEDx speaker. He's ready to take your questions about the brain, the habits, even the science behind love and relationships.
I think that's what you're more interested in.
But anyway, Mr. Ben Ampil joins us. First and foremost, Ben, say hi.
Yeah.
Just say, yan. Okay, hold on. Let me just adjust your mic. Okay, Ben, we're very excited. So I guess as early as now, we should gather the questions via playback.tv/magic899. Also, Viber.
Viber, of course. That's what I was saying. Viber at 0945-971-4011.
Ayan. Oh my gosh. Anything about the brain. Mine, most of the time, don't work. So we'll find out.
We've actually been looking forward to this episode.
Exactly.
Because it's so vast. I mean, talking about the brain, the mind, how it works and all of these things.
I was, discussing with Ben that there is a huge difference between the brain and the mind.
Exactly.
And this whole time, parang ang akala ko, Doc, talaga, it's the one and the same. Or like, one dictates what,
Well, later we'll find out about all that.
Exactly. So please
That's
stick
the reason
around.
why I just do bones.
Yeah. So again, please stick around for the second hour of Healthline because Mr. Ben Ampil, he is a neuroscience teacher, TEDx speaker. He's going to discuss about the human brain. So exciting! Right now, let's get back to more of the music and hype, and this time with Bad Desire on today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Music sweep. That was a silent sanctuary called Sagad sa Buto.
Sagad sa Buto.
Buto. We got the bone doctor, Doc Rylan, with me on Healthline.
Yes, you're on Healthline.
Sagad sa Buto, ha?
Yes.
So tonight, ano pa sasagadin natin? The brain. Buto and the brain.
Well, exactly his sentence. Ang pag-ibig na sagad sa buto.
We'll find out kung ba't sumasagad sa buto. Oh my goodness. This is pretty exciting because tonight we're going to dive into the fascinating world of the brain, how understanding it can change your health, habits, and even your relationships.
Exactly.
And you're going to want to stick around because we got neuroscience coach and TEDx speaker, Mr. Ben Ampil, to help us hack our brains for better living. Before we take a quick break, hi, and Rix. What? I'm so bulol tonight. I'm Jank.
Is that because of pag-ibig as well?
No, because I lack sleep, I think.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, Ben and I discussed that. He's going to tell us later on.
We have a whole lot of questions ready already in the past few minutes.
Hi, also to Christian and JP. Somebody from Davao is, he's finishing some task in the office while listening to our program. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you for listening.
For taking the time out to Viber us.
Yes.
The line is
0945-971-4011. We're so happy because we're seeing now all of your Viber messages here.
Right? We were waiting for people to call. Pwede palang buksan.
I know.
We were just told today, you guys. I swear.
I know.
Anyway, your brain's activity is as unique as your fingerprints. No two minds are alike. Really, Ben? Okay, so find out what makes yours special with Ben Ampil on our second hour. Right now, taking a short break. More of today's best music after we return.
Magic 89.9.
Well, that was Miami, Tommy Richmond, my future ex-boyfriend. Super crushing on Tommy. And Chris Brown's latest called Holy Blindfold, and holy moly, off air. Man, it's getting juicy. I mean, our special guest, Ben, he was saying something about, what? Paracetamol lang katapat? Ben, tell us.
And if you could just imagine what the instances were before paracetamol came out.
I know, right? So, my goodness. So Ben was saying how the physical pain and what else? Heartbreak. Ben, tama ba?
Social pain.
So, social pain. Ganun pala yun. So we can categorize heartbreak as social pain.
It is.
Okay. So it's in the same...
Process in the same area of the brain.
Oh, wow. So if
you just have had a breakup, you cannot think straight if you're in pain.
Yeah.
So take your favorite painkiller.
Paracet.
Or probably any anti-inflammatory for that matter.
Pwede ba anti-inflammatory?
Sobra naman yun.
No, but yeah, because we just mentioned off air that you do have your social pain that you're experiencing versus that of an actual physical pain.
Yes.
So you can't treat one because it's physical. You might have a difficulty treating the other, but because they're in the same area or same zone, it could decrease and probably make you feel much better in the long run.
Nag-travel pa ako, paracetamol lang pa. I'm joking.
Binebenta sa 7-Eleven yan. Malapit lang.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's an over-the-counter thing.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, even the generic ones are really not that expensive.
Right.
So,
Works as well.
and it's one of the safer things we can give you.
Oh my goodness.
Might not even upset your stomach, but
Right. That's why they say it's a heartache.
Now we get it. Oh, more of that on our second hour. We have Mr. Ben Ampil. He is a neuroscience coach and a TEDx speaker. We're going to dive into the human brain, which most of the time I don't use. Hello, Tito Aaron. Yeah, Tito Aaron, you're going to want to catch our second hour, okay? This is Healthline. We want to thank our friends from EO for the the support.
Yes.
I'm
Thank
Tina
you,
Ryan.
EO.
And with me is the
Doc
bone
Rylan
doctor.
Flores here.
Okay, we are live on playback.tv/magic899 Viber line, please.
Yes, at Viber at 0945-971-4011. We're loving the actual, we're receiving it real time right now.
Yeah. Here we go with more of today's best music. This one's from Lato called Somebody.
Magic 89.9.
Thank you, EO. Okay, welcome to our second hour of Healthline. I'm Tina Ryan with
Doc Rylan here.
And again, like we said earlier, it's going to be an exciting second hour because we are going to talk about the brain and how it works.
Everything else that
and why
deals with
mine
it.
fails me most of the time. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the Magic Studio, it's not his first time, but it's his first time guesting, Mr. Ben Ampil.
Good evening to everybody.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to Healthline.
Very first question, my dear friend Ben. Why neuroscience?
Everything we do passes through our brain. And the better we understand our brain, the better we become at everything we do. Our brain determines who we are, how we act, how we think. Yet most people know more about how their phones work than how their brains work.
Tina left the group.
I was going to say, I don't even know how my phone works. I'm kind of techie dumb.
Me too. But yeah. What's neuroscience, Ben?
Tayong mga Pilipino, we say, bahala na si Batman. So
Yes.
let's use Batman.
Oo nga.
So that's Batman.
Yeah, diba? We always, I mean, that expression is like, bahala na si
Exactly,
Batman.
So
exactly.
neuroscience can be defined by Batman. Neuroscience is the study of the bee brain, how it acts, how it thinks, so you can manage your best life.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Did you guys get that? Miko, did you get that? Okay.
May exam, Nico. May exam.
May exam, okay? By the way, Miko's one of our interns with the biggest, ginormous ID.
I know.
can't miss-
You can't miss him.
Okay, so Batman, guys. Okay. Grabe, Tito Aaron na. Tina, makinig ka. Everything has to do with our brain. Hi, Enrix and Cassie. Also, our Viber line is
0945-971-4011. We'd love to hear from you.
can you give us a practical application of neuroscience, say, for mental wellness, Ben?
Let's pursue Batman. And then, Tina, what's the tagline of Nike?
Do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
So we have Batman. We're gonna say, but do it. But we will change BAT to BUT.
Oh.
Now,
Okay.
spell but do it. BU, bottom
But.
up, how your body affects the mind.
Okay.
TD, top down, how your mind affects the body. OI, outside in, how your environment affects your mind and body. T, pahabol lang, technique. So just remember Nike, Batman and Nike, but do it. Because the problem is, we have today's suicide day,
It's increasing.
It is.
It is increasing.
and a lot of attention is just focused on the top down, how the mind affects our behavior. But our behavior is affected by our health, our mindset, and our environment. So again, folks, but do it. Spell but do it. BUTDOIT. BU, bottom up, how your body affects the brain. That includes sleep, hydration, breathing, exercise, nutrition.
And sometimes these are the things that people take for granted.
Right.
Especially sleep.
Especially sleep. The
Especially
number one.
sleep.
If you
I will
only get
agree.
one thing from this conversation, the number one key to success is sleep. And we are such a sleep deprived global population.
That's so true.
Right.
That is so true.
So guys, just get 7 hours sleep normal. When you wake up, first thing you do is look at the sun, because our brain operates on rhythms. The moment you see your eyes are part of the brain. It's the only part of the brain that's outside the cranial cavity. We never thought of the eyes being part of the brain.
I know. Yeah.
But
Right.
I'm gonna have a question there. The first thing you do when you wake up is look at the sun. Paano ka naman kung BPO ka, baliktad yung oras mo, pagising mo?
What if you're graveyard
ibang oras
shift? Yeah.
I tell my BPO clients, they have to adjust. So when they go home, which is morning, which is evening by their body clock,
By their body clock, yes.
wear shades. Because the sun
Oh.
triggers your body, it tells you it's time to wake up. So when you,
because you need to sleep at this point in time, that's the
Right.
reason
So,
why you do wear
parang sa
shades.
taxi, meter down. So first thing when you wake up, look at the sun for 10 minutes. If you can take a walk, better. Your body now says, meter down, I'm gonna clock you for 12 hours.
Because you're supposed to be starting your day already, and you're
Yes.
supposed to start it right.
Right. And now most of us, especially now if it's cloudy,
Yeah.
Yes.
the next best thing is look at artificial light.
Okay.
Oh, that was what I was gonna ask. What if the sun isn't up?
Right.
So we could still look into some
form of light.
bright light.
Right. But best would be natural sunlight.
Okay.
So you have to have that really bright light in your room.
Right. And the things that you do when you do your YouTube vlogs, that will work. That
For,
Well, I have a lot
for
of
better
those.
lighting.
Yeah, you have to have really good lighting. So you notice here. That's why I sit over here.
but the converse is when you're sleeping and you wake up to go to the bathroom and you turn on the lights, your brain says it's time to wake up. So you
And
have a
yet
hard
it's
time
in the
getting-
middle of the night
Yes.
just because you had. So the idea is don't turn on the lights when you go
use
out.
flashlight or best use the floor light.
Strip lights. Yung
Baka mas madapa ako. Hindi ko makita.
Okay,
napapaghala tayo.
would you want to have your bone tested or your brain tested?
I might do additional
Lesser
work.
to your
My goodness. We have a question coming from our Varv. That's lack of sleep.
Which is actually very true.
0945-971-4011. How can NLP help neurodivergent individuals, especially kids? Thanks. That's coming from PR36281. Thank you so much.
Neuroscience is totally different from NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming.
Okay.
They get mistaken, but it is miles apart, night and day.
What's the difference between the two?
NLP was actually just based on observation. It
okay.
was founded in the 70s. There's a guy named Tony Robbins who simplified it.
Coach, like the life coach? Tony Robbins?
Yes.
Yeah, the tall guy. Okay.
So I attended his conferences, did the firewalk, did the board break.
Really?
Right.
Oh wow.
Nice.
And paid good money for it. I could just walk in the garage, save money. Right. But NLP is just basically based on observation. For example, there's a guy named Milton Erickson, a hypnotist. He would follow your heart by tapping his finger
Okay.
because he's paralyzed from the waist down.
Yes.
So
So
once we got aligned on physiologicals like your heart beating,
the rhythm of it.
yes, then I could relate to you more. That's why you have the term is mirroring, matching.
And I thought mirroring was just when you use your gadget over the
Right.
over the TV or the monitor.
Right, put on makeup. So it's totally different than neuroscience. Neuroscience is science-based. It is a study of the brain itself. NLP is just a set of tools using the language of the mind. So it uses a lot of the senses to enable people to achieve their desired outcomes on a consistent basis.
So it's like you're literally looking the thing that's similar is that you're looking to the mind, but the way to look at it are two opposite ways.
Yes and no. Doc Ryan, can you think of a problem you have now, but don't say it on air.
Well, yeah, I have a lot of those.
Just think of one. Just think of one. We will answer the question. Just think. Of
Okay,
one.
sure.
You have one?
Yes.
What emotion do you feel thinking of that problem?
Wait, I'm kind of lost with emotion.
Right?
No, but yeah. Okay, we'll look into emotions. It's something that
Just one emotion.
feel down.
Okay.
Kind of
Calibrate
feel down.
feeling down. 10 being very, very down. 1.
Oh, probably just 3 or 4. I
Right.
mean, it's still good enough for me to smile, talk
Right.
to people, and become still an actual
Right,
human
doesn't
being.
debilitate you. So
Okay.
this is where NLP comes in. NLP does not need the content. I didn't ask Doc Ryan what the problem was.
But
Now,
it's just
we will calibrate his emotion of feeling down now at level 4. Doc Ryan, just a clue. Does it involve a person?
yes.
All right. Can you think of that person far out there?
Okay, yeah,
All right.
definitely.
Small.
The person is small or
Far out there. Distant.
really distant.
Yeah.
That's why it's small. Okay, got it.
Calibrate feeling down.
Probably still the same.
Didn't go down.
Right now,
Yeah.
seeing that
That far
a bit,
away.
yes, because it's kind of farther
Right.
than what I'm thinking of it at this current point in time.
So it's a term called submodalities in case people play Scrabble. So the 5
Yes.
senses have nuances. What we did was visuals. If you make something brighter, it amplifies it. So if you have a good memory, remember it bright, big.
I will agree with that because if you do have a good memory and it's like the color pops up like yellows and whites and bright
Your
colors,
mood changes.
it changes and it heightens up what you're actually feeling.
Make it even more brighter.
Yes, exactly.
And then if you have a negative memory, make it blurry, black and white, distant.
so that it
the
won't-
sun.
so it won't-
Go away.
so it won't make you
Stars.
feel as bad as the original feeling.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh my.
I'm
Okay,
just
so
realizing it right now.
so how can neuroscience help with neurodivergent people?
We only have until 8, but the first thing we can do is for society to understand neurodivergence.
Yeah.
We were just talking off air that we do. Companies invest time and resources on annual physical exams.
Yes.
They test everything to make sure the employee performs well, except their brains.
Oh, that's true. It's all physical.
And they assume the brain is normal, and it is not. He goes back to
Yes,
the
because
office, working like a zombie.
For a company owner, there are a whole lot of other employees that might
Right.
not be working as they're supposed to be working.
As like as
Right.
efficient.
Yes.
So if we recognize that there are a lot of mental cognitive situations among our peers in the office, in the neighborhood, then we would be a more loving, caring, empathetic society.
No, I will agree with that.
I like that.
Yes.
Going back to playback.tv/magic899, Tito Aaron talaga, our brain is placed above our hearts. Haha. Whatever.
Well,
and
yeah,
he
it
says,
is.
one of my advice to my coach, he's taking the bar exam. Sleep is your friend. Take as much time to sleep para mas relax yung mind when taking
That's
the bar.
right.
I will agree with that, not just for the bar exams because it's going to be up soon, but anyone who would be taking an exam, regardless if it's for school, for work, or any other thing. I mean, exams are here, there, and everywhere. Is to literally, especially if it's the night before,
Yeah.
to sleep it off.
That's what Ben said
Matulog
earlier.
Sleep it
Matulog.
exactly, because anytime that you try to squeeze in, I mean, you can only squeeze in so much information, especially if it's the night before. You might just rattle your brains.
Right.
So you'd rather just sleep it off so you have a fresh start, have a good breakfast, and take the exam.
Pretty useless then, Ben, if you're cramming anyway.
Right.
It's-
During our sleep, our short-term memory is converted to long-term memory. So if you're cramming, the conversion doesn't stick.
so
And a lack of sleep leads to many physiological problems. Depression, it shortens your longevity.
oh my.
And not just that, physically, you're not as good as if you've had good
You're not
sleep.
fresh.
Right.
Well, that too, yes.
right.
But I mean, your reflexes are kind of down. Your feelings are kind of down as far as how you do things.
Right.
So yeah, just sleep.
I
Sleep it
tell,
off.
I tell people in the creatives industry where they burn the midnight oil coming up with ads
And the ideas, right?
which require creativity.
Oh.
You are killing your creative. You're just killing the creative faucet.
You're draining your creative juices.
You're wasting time. 7:13 on Healthline. For those of you just tuned in, we have neuroscience coach and TEDx speaker Ben Ampil with us. Whether you're curious about stress, focus, or why our brain does what it does when you're falling for someone.
Sabi ko na nga ba, it had to do with that.
Akala ko end of the show pa.
We are gonna discuss that right now. Before I take a break, we have room for one more song. This one's called Potion on today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9. Please don't panic.
Today's best music, 99.9. Anne-Marie, but don't panic. When he doesn't call or she doesn't call, don't panic. It's your brain telling you to. I'm just kidding. I'm
I
not
was
here.
gonna say
I
the
am
worst
no
thing
ex-
is but hindi linike yung post ko, papanik na ako.
Mabigat yun. Mabigat yun.
Ay, diba? Why scene so long, guys? 7:21 on Healthline. Hey, you know what? For those of you who just tuned in, Ben is going to share with us how stress, habits, even love all starts in the brain. So this is going to be a fascinating ride.
Exactly.
Again, Mr. Ben Ampil is with us. He's a neuroscience coach. Wow. Okay, Charlie. What do you mean? Who is our guest? It's Ben Ampil. Okay, he's a neuroscience coach and a TEDx speaker. Even worse, nawawala na naman siya. Oh, okay. Can neuroscience be applied? That's not the question even.
Darating na.
Yeah.
Darating na.
No, I mean, like, a lot of people are in situationships now. And how can the brain teach the heart not to get stuck in one?
Right.
Why wouldn't you want to be stuck in one? Di ba there's
Really?
supposed to be only one? Teka, kasi baka may mga nakikinig.
I mean, how can neuroscience be applied in the dating scene nowadays, Ben?
Right. There are three components to love, and we're generalizing widely. The first would be the brain is very light. It only weighs 2% of your body weight. So if you weigh 100 pounds, your brain is only 2 pounds, which is disproportionate considering the amount of work it's supposed to do.
So my brain weighs lesser now.
Right. But your brain is the most energy consumptive organ of your body. It
Imagine
consumes
that.
20% of your total energy resource.
I think
Is
that's.
that why I'm always tired?
I was gonna say that's the reason why you often might feel tired when you do think a lot. But yeah, you're probably thinking a lot.
And so in order to conserve energy, your brain just focuses on its core mission to keep you alive and to propagate the species.
Oh wait,
Oh,
wait.
so sex.
So,
Wow.
I was gonna be giving a nicer way of saying it.
I mean, we're all adults here, so
Right.
yeah, okay.
So anything else that does not fall into the boxes of keeping you alive, your survival and propagation of the species, your three-letter word, the brain dismisses as marginal, not important.
So it's like doesn't pay much attention to it.
Right. So, for example, there's a thing called bias. We don't take the time to gather all the information in order to make a rational judgment and decision. For example, Tina, you did 9 good things today and you did 1 bad thing. What will you remember before you go to sleep?
The one bad thing.
And that's called negativity bias. And it is common. It's a very
I
common
think
bias.
isn't that kind of similar to the whole white sheet and there's a small dot in the middle?
Yes.
You don't see the
You
white
know what
sheet,
happens
but you
now.
literally see that small speck of a dot right
Yes.
smack in the middle.
Right. And now we're teaching in organizational life, corporate cultures, abundance mentality. How can you have abundance mentality when your brain's looking at the dot rather than the white screen? We're talking about growth mindset as opposed to fixed mindset. How can the brain do that? So the brain's default, and the key, my friends, is the word default.
Okay.
You can, if you apply effort and energy, which the brain tries to conserve, overcome the default. The brain's default programming is failure.
Oh.
It's failure.
Failure.
So if you're coming from scarcity, ganon, parang that's what you're gonna...
Right. In the last 30 minutes of our show, we'll teach you Neuroscience 101. The acronym is TREE. T-R-E-E, puno.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
T is threats, R is rewards, E is energy, E is emotions. Right.
Ooh,
Doc
tree.
Rai,
Okay.
Doc Rai, can you name one behavioral trait that is a prerequisite to success?
A trait that's a prerequisite to success.
Hardworking. Is that a trait? Hardworking?
I was gonna say patience.
Patience.
I
I don't
was gonna
have
say
that.
patience.
All right, Tina, hard work. Doc Rai, patience.
Yeah, because for you to get something, it's not an overnight thing. You literally have to work day in, day out
Right.
to get whatever you're dealing.
Are those hard work patients, are those default personalities of yours?
Nah.
They're not. They're not. The alarm clock goes on. Snooze. So
Oh
much
my
for
gosh.
hard work.
Yeah.
Patience.
I was gonna say I'm a
it-
surgeon. I'm impatient.
I need patience. So the key, also if you do an internet search, the percentage of the global population who succeeds is just 2%.
That's why
the high
it's
level is
really-
8%, and it's independent of social status, education, age, race.
So regardless of.
Regardless, 2 to 8% of the global population, 8
yeah,
billion
that's-
plus.
My
That's
gosh,
just
that's
a
only
teeny
super
weeny
katiting.
itty bitty.
So the 3 of us here, only 2% of us will succeed. So
Oh wow.
Jack and Poy na lang tayo mamaya. That doesn't say a lot considering that in the animal kingdom, we're not the tallest, that's a giraffe. We're not the biggest, that's the elephant. We're not the fiercest, we can't swim, we can't camouflage. But
But-
we dominate the world because we have the most sophisticated brain.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you
Yeah.
think that success comes easy. But because of the brain's conservation
I was gonna
of
say
energy,
no, it doesn't. No.
it's not a natural default because the brain wants to conserve energy. And a lot of organizations assume that when they give training, the employees would
that's it.
embrace it and
Yeah.
say, yes, I need this. No.
No, probably I will agree on the 2 to 8% would just say yes, but the others would say, most would say, what the heck is he talking about?
Right. So
And the last one would be, oh, is that mandatory?
So we move away from threats and friends. If you think about it, anything that requires that you're aspiring for requires a threat. Be it hard work, be it perseverance, be it investing money. Those are all threats. So your brain says, move away from that. Our brain
Because
moves
it is a threat.
Yes, our brain moves toward rewards. What are rewards? Slouching, watching Netflix all day.
Oh, I'd love that.
Eating pizza all day and watching.
Which
your
reminds me, I
band
think
eat
that's what my dinner might be.
right. Tina is exercising, good for you.
It's a lazy workout.
No, it
No,
is.
But it is.
exercising in general is good for you.
It's good for
I mean,
you,
It's
yeah.
one of the things
know
that
it, but we don't do it because it's a threat. It requires effort, which we don't want to do.
and you get pains
Yes.
afterwards.
No, but the people who are disciplined, who overcome, put in the mental energy, can overcome the default.
That's why they have better bodies than we do.
Right. Buti na lang neck up lang yung video.
Exactly.
Right. And then energy, we already mentioned that the brain tries to conserve energy. Emotions is what we try to assign to our experiences. As Dr. I was saying off air, two people can have the same experience but different takeaways.
Yes,
We assign
true.
emotions to them. Our brain is predictive. And it predicts the future based on our past experiences. Tina, yung usapang pag-ibig natin off-air, people tend to fall in love with the same type. Because
Oh, that's why you hear them.
what?
You hear some. That's your type. Like for some girls, the bad boy, etc., etc. Ganyan naman type mo, di ba? So
No, but
Wala
if-
akong type kayo.
if you think,
bigla tumitingin ako sa kanya, no?
if you think about it, because your brain says that type, even though I was hurt by boyfriend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Or probably 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 even.
lumilingin sa pangalan Rylan. Hindi, si Jack Ryan nung monocle. Your brain says you feel safe with that guy.
Because there's some form of
Kailangan mo na eh.
familiarity, I was gonna say.
Devil I know. As opposed to getting to know somebody else requires
Like a boy next door thing
effort.
with out of the picture.
Again, it requires effort to get to know someone again.
So if you want to put in the effort,
So that's the reason why.
you overcome the default. So the key is the brain's default programming is failure. Fear, friction, and failure. Default is the
So
key,
that's
guys. I'm
why.
not saying we're bound to have fear, friction, and failure, but you need to put in deliberate, intentional effort. And that's not normal.
So that's why.
wow.
What? Just thinking about it, the energy portion, I think I'm exuding
right.
a whole lot of energy right now.
We have a question from Crisel Rulona, Coach Ben. How can we train the brain to deal with things like trauma, anxiety, and depression if you don't have the budget or time for counseling or medical intervention?
That's a very good question and very relevant one because the Philippines is number one in traffic. We are also, no, seriously, we're also number one, but this is circa 2022
Okay.
in daily stress in Southeast
Oh,
Asia.
wow. We're number one.
50%. The closest is 37. I won't name the country.
I was going to say because I just gave a talk looking into different disease entities, the top 5 of each and every country. Some countries actually even have suicides in the top 5.
Right.
But I'm seeing right now, hearing
Daily
right now,
stress,
that
50%.
daily stress is
Philippines.
really number one in the
Right,
Philippines.
way.
Oh,
but that's
wow.
a 2022 data. So the thing
has
is,
it
we go
changed?
back to basics, the but do it.
But do
BU
it.
bottom up. Crisel is the caller, Crisel. So Crisel, try to get good sleep, good hydration, exercise, eat healthily. Because if you have a healthy body, you can combat mental unwellness. And then top down, that's when you come up with mindfulness, meditation. I would recommend watch funny movies. Wag na yung mga tearjerkers at
I do that. I love that. Well, some rom-coms.
yeah, but
I actually love rom-coms more than action
yung
movies.
happy endings. Pero yung mga... This will date me, but Tina, there used to be a song by the Carpenters. Don't they know it's the end of the world?
I was gonna say, wait a minute,
Oh,
Carpenters. Okay.
Sino ka ng lolo mo yun, Doc Ryan?
Baka hindi alam ng dalawang
Doc
katabi ko rito eh.
Ryan, how dare you? I love the Carpenters.
No, but
Oh,
you
yeah.
remember that song?
of course.
So now, yeah, I do.
Why
I do know
does
it.
the bird...
And people sing it,
Yes.
and you incant it. and it's programming your brain. It's the end of the world. Why don't you sing Happy by Pharrell Williams instead?
Ooh, that's better.
So you mean to say, Coach? I call him Coach now. If we're like just like say we're feeling sappy, we shouldn't be listening to sappy songs. We should change the mood. Like, why are you gonna sulk? Instead, dance your heart out or something.
Exactly. So, like, if you're heartbroken, why listen to all of these heartbreaking songs?
Oh, you know what? I did something really. I think I shared it with Ben last night. I took myself out dancing because I was feeling a little low. So I went out last night and took myself out ballroom dancing.
How'd you feel? Awesome?
Oh my God! I didn't want to leave the dance floor. I didn't want to leave the studio.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I met my dance instructor, and I think we're gonna go dance again next week.
Nice.
But
Really now?
but it's something that I've never done before.
It's not the dance instructor that.
It's the dancing itself. But,
I was avoiding that, doctor.
but you know what I'm saying though. It's
Yes.
it's something huge. It's something I've never done on my own. I would always beg a friend to come with me or something. But last
this one
night
you did it on
I
your
just
own.
decided, you know what? I have time.
Congratulations to you.
I'm gonna do this, and I felt really nervous.
Right.
I felt really weird being at the bar alone kasi hindi nila ako inupo sa table to.
Right.
Pag mag-isa daw sa bar ka, hello.
Oh, wow.
No,
Yeah,
but
so I was like, okay.
Going back to that, if you have an emotion that you feel is not resourceful, that's an NLP term. You have to change state. State is the totality of your feeling, physical, emotional.
That's why you choose an opposite thing, man.
Right.
It would
What
be
you
much
do
better.
is break state. So whatever you're doing, just break state. If you're in the office, just try shaking your hands. Or
Do
Okay.
that now. Come on, the interns. Okay.
break state. Take a walk. Because often when we're in a particular state, we nurture that state. We stay in that state. We listen to sappy music. We stay with the same company. Right.
Well, actually, I was going to look into that because we do have a lot of, we were mentioning about BPO employees, but not just that, but those who do work from home, literally in front of the computers. This is the mental aspect of somebody working with a computer, concentrating on whatever they're doing. But I always tell them that if you're seated for a long time, make sure that every hour you stand up. If you can move, much better. If not, at least do a musical chair around your seat, at least for a few times. Just so as one, for the physical aspect, you actually move, you stretch, and you decrease the elasticity. You give a difference between your isotonic and isometric motions. Oh, anyway, these are all the things.
And that is coming from my awesome partner who is a orthopedic surgeon.
But
that's how you take care of your spine.
I just realized that with this aspect of the physical that we're teaching patients and workers, comes the mind aspect, the mind component that you do need to distract yourself at one point in time so that you can literally rest because of the energy that's actually being used up.
Right.
Before you answer that, Ben, my brother JC says, you should be a speaker. Hello, TEDx speaker na nga si Ben. Tell AUB to hire Ben, okay?
Yes.
JC. Also to Doc, hold on. Doc June. Oh no, Doc Gary Hunsai and our friends at Mary France. Thank you for the Wonder Accent treatment. Look at me. I'm just kidding.
I
Okay.
still have yet to go to them.
And we have another question from Tito Aaron, but go ahead and answer as you were saying earlier before I interrupted you.
Right. Emotions actually a matter of the body. Like if you're feeling sad, Tina,
I'm not looking at
how would your body manifest sadness?
Oh, like sa akin na.
Yes.
I sleep a lot.
No, now.
Now if I'm
your
feeling
shoulders will be slouched.
slouching,
Right.
diba? Like
Now, just stand up straight with the hanger.
yeah.
How do you feel compared to sadness?
That's gonna be different.
As your baseline.
Well, definitely an improvement.
Right. So guys, if you're in the office, as Doc Rai was saying, work from home, just sit up straight. It will affect your emotions.
So even posture is key.
Yes.
Your body and your mind work hand in hand. So also with Doc Rai, our brain works in cycles of 90 minutes. and then we need 20 minutes rest.
So that's the reason of the 1 hour and 1 hour and a half at least. So that's the 90 minutes.
And that's why when I give my talks, I only talk for 90 minutes.
Because after that, we tune out.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Now,
Oh.
so when you have speakers talking for 4 hours, forget it. The brain just will
Shut down.
shut down. So that means on a good work day, you have at best 4 solid cognitive focus time. So plan your day around it. If you're meeting with somebody, if you can determine his or her high point, meet them at their high point.
Oh,
I was gonna
it's a better conversation.
That's 90
Ganun.
minutes. I don't think my mind works in 90 minutes. I think it's a whole lot shorter than that.
No, but going back to BPOs, they expect full 8 hours
Yes.
high performance.
And as a matter of fact, I do get into some discussions with some of the supervisors because they don't allow their workers to actually move and just like stay
Yeah.
put in their cubicles. But for me,
And it's not
you
healthy?
literally have to stand up and move. That's the reason why the kind of musical chairs, I can tell that to them, because there are some supervisors that are like, no, that's the most you can do. I go, geez, they have to move.
Yeah.
Coach Ben, we have a question. Asking about emotional intelligence. Would you say that an emotional intelligent person is thinking rightly? Or is it possible that the person thinks right, but not that emotionally intelligent? Does it make sense?
It is. It's so profound that I'd like to think about it and pass it on to Dr. Ryan. No, it's a good question. Better to be thinking than not thinking.
Because you're
I was
using
gonna
your
say
brain.
I
Yeah.
think I'd love not to be thinking.
No, we were very quick for guys driving on a radio. Imagine your hand. Your wrist is the brain stem. That's where your brain connects to your spinal column. It's the very first part of the brain that is
Yes.
developed. It is in charge of automatics. Your heart, your lungs, respiration. Zero thinking, zero effort.
Yes.
The
automatic
your
things.
palm is the limbic system where the amygdala comes in, the feelings part. It is developed after the brain stem.
Afterwards.
You close it, it looks like the crumpled paper. Cortex means cover. And then the prefrontal cortex behind your forehead is our executive brain.
Yes.
Now, the prefrontal cortex is the last part of the brain
That's developed.
be developed. So you would have had a child already graduated from college and you still have had not a full brain. So best to be thinking, but the brain wants to conserve energy. So it goes from brainstem to feelings to thinking. So to the question of emotional intelligence, it's basically being aware of your feelings and aware of the other person's feelings. That requires higher level thinking, which requires cognition, prefrontal cortex effort. If you are you're trying to reduce limbic friction, the friction between the prefrontal cortex and the amygdala.
And the amygdala.
You want them to work together as a tandem, a team. So EQ is a very relevant skill right now. Right now, we are living in a difficult time because we have so much information. Something would happen last night that we're going to be accountable for in the office this morning. We compare our life to people in Ukraine and to people in better developed countries. So there's a lot of knowledge, information that flows freely.
True.
We're just inundated. And we just nitpick and we normally compare ourselves. That's why social media is a downer. Because nobody posts bad things.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you compare yourself, bakit yung aking kabatch ng high school, ganito na. So, and that's what we're inundated with. Better in the good old days when you
Yeah.
had to pick up the phone, dial,
Yeah.
Literally talk to them and see them physically.
buy a Hallmark card and put
Oh, geez. Oh, my card.
Card. Well, you know what? I received a birthday card from April. Yearly, she gives me a birthday card. April, I super appreciate that. 741 here on Healthline. We have a TEDx speaker, neuroscience coach, Mr. Ben Ampil. He is showing us how to understand our minds and how we can upgrade our health and our lives. Live here in the Magic Studio. I do have to take a quick break, you guys. Please do not go anywhere because we have about maybe, well, I think 20 minutes still a good time to talk about the brain, right? So please do not go anywhere.
Magic 89.9.
1988 with a song called Kids.
It gives you happy vibes.
Yeah. So
I feel younger.
Oh, diba? Feeling younger. Again, we have a neuroscience coach and TEDx speaker Ben Ampil with us tonight on Healthline, talking about the human brain, which I don't want to say we neglect, but you
Sometimes take for granted.
Well, yeah, you being a doctor, Ben being the specialist or the coach for it, we don't have enough brain tests, no? Like yearly, we get our annual exams.
It's
like,
something that you literally don't look into.
Yeah, why is that? You think? Diba, we get our heart, stress test, heart test.
Annual
diba?
physical exam
Oo,
is
diba?
the least
Kasama
is
yan.
every
Bakit
year.
walang brain? Diba? That's, you're like...
That's why I'm a bone doctor.
but as a, you're a medical director.
Iba yung brain nung bone, yung pag may bulalo.
But
After the show, Doc. After the show.
yeah.
Exactly.
Again, if you have any questions for Ben, 0945-971-4011 is our Viber line. You can also call us at 863-10899. Or playback. There's everybody on playback. Hi. Hi, I'm waving at you guys.
Yeah, they're all there. Hi.
Hi, Lex. Ayan. And Charlie again. Okay. So, going back, Ben, anything you want to share to our listeners? Like a simple exercise for the brain, maybe.
Right. The quickest way for us to get from a heightened stressful state, lower it down, is by breathing. If you think about it, we talked about the brainstem being automatics. Breathing is an automatic part. You don't have to will your lungs to breathe.
Yeah, you don't think about it. You just breathe.
Right, but it's the only automatic that you can actually control. You can hold your breath. You can breathe faster. You can breathe slower. You cannot do that with digestion. You cannot do that with your heart unless you start running faster. So breath work is a very powerful tool to manage your state for relaxation. So you just have to breathe through your nose. Two quick breaths through your nose.
Through the nose.
Right. And then hold it for 4 seconds. And I don't want to spit into the mouth. Exhale through your mouth with force.
Wow, like, ganun.
Oh, more than that.
Oh.
Ooh.
Right. So,
How many reps? Just
Natina, how do you feel now? Give me stress, level stress.
I feel lighter. That's just say, diba?
No, give me a number.
Stress.
Right, 1 to 10.
Right now?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of my mom. 5.
Tina, friends, work with us. Those driving, those who are on radio, just imagine.
And those stuck in traffic right now.
Breathe through your nose.
Oh my gosh, traffic especially.
1 inhale, then a quick inhale follow. Hold it for 4 seconds.
Oh, okay,
4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale to your mouth with force. Do that 3 times. Again,
Oh, I
second.
feel like my chest is lighter.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yeah.
Force. Last time. Inhale twice, nose. Hold for 4 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale with mouth. Force. Tina, stress. Calibrate. You are 5.
Parang nasa 1 na lang. My chest feels lighter.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
Now I'm sleepier.
breathing is the quickest way, and it's real time. You don't need to bring out a yoga mat
Yeah.
to do it.
So one quick inhale.
2 quicks through your nose.
And
Oh,
one,
2.
one explosive
Right.
exhalation.
The mnemonic is heli, as in helicopter. If
Okay.
you want to feel high, if you're feeling high and you want to go down, focus on H is high. You want to go down. Your number 5 stress, you want to go down. Focus on E, exhale. If you're low and you want to feel more pumped up, focus on inhale.
Inhale.
Let's try it. Doc, right.
Okay.
Happiness or how being on the go. Calibrate.
9.
9. Okay, we'll try the LI. Focus on the inhale. So we will reverse it. Inhale longer. Hold it for 4, and then exhale short. Now, if you do that 3 times and then exhale, short, meaning focus on the inhale, you will feel more alert.
Yes.
So, guys, the acronym is HELI.
Heli.
If you are feeling high or stressed and you want to lower it, focus on the E.
Exhale.
With force. If you're feeling low and you want to feel more upbeat, this is better than coffee.
Oh.
Focus on the
And a whole lot
inhale.
cheaper too.
Right. Focus on the
In the inhale.
Right.
Oh, that's a very good suggestion.
Coach Ben, if neuroscience can also be applied to kids, I'm interested because I have a 7-year-old boy. That's coming from Lang. Thank you, Lang, for sending that.
Yes, you can. Actually, that age is when the human brain has 86 billion neurons, 100 trillion connections. During that time, that's when the growth of
That's
the
a
brain
peak
is
of it. 7 years old.
Right, most fastest, massive.
Yeah.
And that's also when the brain is more like a sponge. It's called neuroplasticity
Oh,
for the guys who
yeah.
play Scrabble. So maximize it, teach that kid a new language, expose
Exactly.
that kid to new experiences. Don't force him or her.
And just let them enjoy all of
Right.
these things.
Open all the possibilities to them because they will absorb more and they will develop the discipline so that when they turn 25, when the prefrontal cortex is fully developed, they have the habit.
Exactly. So whether it's an art form, a sport, or a musical instrument, just let them go. And yeah, languages right now
Yes.
is one of those things that
It's a global community.
it's a global community. Nice.
Nice. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. My brain. I'm just kidding. Oh, speaking of getting distracted, Ben. A lot of people say, "Oh, I can multitask. It's a skill." Is the brain really capable of multitasking?
No.
Ah.
Okay.
Doc.
Let's repeat that, please.
Right?
So the brain is not capable of multitasking.
Diba?
Tatagalogin natin, Doc Rai. The brain is not
Bigla ako napatigil doon kung tatagalugin.
If you want to give 100% to the activity you're doing, you can only do one thing at a time. Now it's like driving a car. I don't
Yes.
know now with the electric cars now. When you want to shift to another task, multitask, you have to turn off the first car and turn on the second car. In so doing, when you get back to the first car, you have to turn it back on again.
Okay.
So the expense of energy is more intense. It will cost you more energy.
Just to turn on and
On and
off
on and off.
all of these,
Right, and getting back on the groove is actually less productive.
rather than have just
Just one.
start off with one and go full blast
Full
with
blast.
that, and then once
Finish
once the task is done and finished, then move to the next.
Right, will qualify, Doc Rai. I agree with you also. You can multitask if the secondary task is low cognitive burden. Example, you're washing dishes.
Let's explain that to them.
You're washing dishes and you're listening to a podcast.
Pwede yun.
Right, you're listening to a podcast. It requires your full attention.
Or probably here at Healthline.
Right. For retention and comprehension. And washing dishes is low cognitive. You can do it blindfolded.
Exactly.
Whether like you can, that's why you can, when you're running on the treadmill, you can listen
to music. Yeah.
Watch news, watch videos.
Yeah.
Or talk to
Right.
somebody on your phone.
Right.
Pwede ba yun? Conversation while running? Parang feeling ko Parang, yeah.
Mas hiningal ka. No?
No, but the common perception is multitasking involves a lot of tasks which are all cognitively heavy. So you're just giving away productivity. You may leak in your energy tank.
So it's not as effective as
Right.
people seem
not
to
recommended.
think. Okay.
It's a fallacy. Also, there's a fallacy that we only use 10% of our brain. No, we use 100% of our brain. It's just that not all the time are all those 100% equally active.
You know,
I was trying to see my mind now. Which one is actually active?
well, kasi earlier I was asking Ben, meron ba talagang brain na stupid? Kasi diba, minsan di mo kasi ginamit yung utak mo. Diba? So, I mean, like, seriously, why do people say that? And there's got to be a science behind it.
It's called habits.
Stupid habits. Okay. I'm not sure if this question is for Ben, but what are the neurological symptoms we shouldn't ignore? Sometimes we just say it's just a headache. We are not sure damage na pala ang nerves. Bakit don't?
No. A headache is one of the most difficult things to actually diagnose what the reason or cause is, because when you talk about the head, it's like everything else there. It could simply be problems with your eyesight. You have errors of refraction. You
Dehydration also, pwede.
I was about to say you just might need glasses from EO.
Yeah.
And, but you also have problems with your ears, hearing, equilibrium. You might have problems with skin. You might have problems with metabolic diseases like diabetes, or probably problems with hypertension, or simply physical problems of cervical strain from the neck muscles. Even before you think about something wrong with the brain. So that's the reason why when someone has a headache, we try to qualify and quantify the aches that they're experiencing to find out what the actual problem is. And instead of just saying na ito problema mo, we literally try to rule out each and every possibility so we can go to an actual diagnosis. And at the end of it all, if all else is normal, you just might be having a migraine.
Okay.
That's the short answer, my friends.
Yeah, because we only have 2 minutes left.
Is our brain, can our brain multi-think now?
No.
Isa ka pa.
Depende kay Tina yan eh.
Ben, thank you so much for,
Thank
there's
you,
so
thank
much
you.
more that we didn't even
It's
discuss.
a joy and delight being with you guys. Doc Ryan,
we'll
feels like
definitely-
I've known you forever.
Aww, isn't he
Likewise. We'll definitely have a part 2 or even 3, 4, and 5.
Oh my gosh, I'm already thinking of a segment for Ben actually. Because alam mo naman, pagdating sa love, mabenta.
I
Diba?
know.
And sometimes we just don't use our brain. So you definitely will be hearing from
stupid
Ben.
us.
Yeah. Ben, what short message would you like to leave to our listeners tonight?
First of all, keep it right here at 89.9, the best
Yes.
station in the world. And I always say, if you don't mind your mind, you won't be able to manage your behavior. Guys, mind your mind.
Mind your mind.
Mind your-
Love that.
Our interns are, guys, mind your mind.
They're taking notes.
Yeah. Mind your minds.
Update na po ang tayo.
Tina, Doc Ryan, it's been a high honor and privilege for me.
Thank you.
Maraming
It is
Thank you
our
for being
privilege that
here.
you're here, and we'll be seeing you back, Ben.
Looking forward.
How about your socials? How can they get a hold of you if they
Can
want
I just give my
Please.
Gcash account? Guys, if you want corporate trainer or coaching, just email me at ben@benampil.com.
Thank you so much, Ben. Doc Rylan.
Likewise, Doc Rylan at Facebook. Thank you so much for those who actually attended the regional assembly that just happened over the weekend. The National Capital Region of the Philippine Medical Association. We just had a regional assembly and we had more than 1,000
Wow.
and 160 attendees. Of course, some of them were in Zoom. And but a whole lot new learnings. Thank you so much for being there.
Wow, look at you, so busy. I have two things I want to invite the listeners to, because we're about to go on overtime. If you want to join our free Bible classes at New Heaven and New Earth, learn how the prophecies are being fulfilled, just look it up on our social media pages, New Heaven, New Earth on Facebook or Instagram. Tonight, I will be at Lenoir for the open mic, and I hope I survive because I am beyond tired.
I thought that was going to be your song.
Lenoir is at the New World Hotel. This has been Healthline. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We will catch you next week again. That's it.
That's it. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Here.
Magic 89.9.